What is a dead slang word or trend from the past that you secretly wish would make a comeback, and why do you think it deserves a second chance? The morbs, which is Victorian slang for feeling depressed. Calling tough ferocious women battle-axe. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Slobberchops for a messy eater. I'm sad that okie dokie is slowly disappearing. I rarely hear the term yeet anymore. Yes, I think the term should be used in everyday vocabulary. Big hair. I hate the sleek, slick-back tight look that makes everyone look like an egg. I want 70s blowouts and 80s hair teased to high heaven. Ya dig, just sounds smooth, ya dig. Feel like the 1980s snow, surf, skate slangs were thrown out way too quick, tubular, gnarly, radical, totally etc. etc. Big whoop. Like who cares? Up your nose with a rubber hose. It seems polite compared to everything people say these days. It's a perfectly cromulent word. Outrageous, from the 80s being used to connotate something that was really good. For whatever reason I associate that with the show Gem and the holograms. The cat's pajamas, it's the bee's knees. Floozy, not that slut shaming is okay, but slut and whore are so played out, plus floozy isn't as biting. Woo-weha tsuyup. You've got moxie, kid. Scurryfunge, the hurried cleanup you do around the home when guests are on their way. We've been bringing it back in our household for years now. I will always have affection for the clueless era use of as if. It's not completely gone, but it's an elegant little slang term, imo. Crapulous. It's a great word to describe a feeling which is still very relevant. Are long-sleeve shirts over band t-shirts back yet? In the 70s we used to say, she was cutting you down, meaning to talk badly about someone. I miss that. You ain't all that and a bag of chips. Z-snap. Balderdash, fiddlesticks, fuffero. What are thosee? Calling people jabroni. Balderdash, poppycock. I've been trying to bring back psych for ages. It's going super well. Psych. It'd be rad if rad came back. Fetch. As in, that's so fetch. It needs to happen. How come nobody says wizard anymore? I really wish radical wasn't adopted by critics of extremist groups, because I liked when radicals was something we thought was cool. I understand it's more semantically correct and probably the proper usage, but I don't have to like it. Rad, it's short, harmless, and somehow makes everything sound like you're in a skate movie with zero responsibilities. Cool beans. Was my go-to for a while. It's also a coffee shop in my hometown. Heavy, from the 80s when something is intense. I love the quote from Back to the Future when Marty is talking to the past version of Doc Brown and he's like, is there something wrong with the gravitational pull in the 80s? Why is everything so heavy? Lol. Up your butt and around the corner. I think I'm the only one holding on to this one. I miss when we used to say, that's lit, when something was cool, lol. Let's blow this popsicle stand, mostly because I like how it sounds. As a NorCal native, I'm disappointed when I return and don't hear the whippersnappers using hella and legit. The world needs more California slang in its diet. Biff Grom gnarly, not dead but underutilized. Hella, Bay Area has an illegal monopoly on the term. Kook clutch, not dead but underutilized. Reason, self-explanatory. I miss saying things were tight. Why doesn't anyone say wizard anymore? Though it's actually Caribbean patois, dooty is the perfect word to use when you want to describe something as ridiculously filthy. The bee's knees, or the cat's pajamas. Calling things gnarly needs to come back. It covered everything from a sick skateboard trick to a nasty wound, and somehow both uses made perfect sense. Calgon, take me away. It's a great reference to escaping from depressing, dreadful reality, how it feels to be American and a citizen of many other countries now. I'm taking it back www.youtube.com/watch?v=7QC0AKWRBQK. Biter. X. What a biter, that influencer did the same thing as that other influencer. Using the term scratch for cash or money. I use it constantly, never really hear anyone else use it. He's picking up an extra shift this week, he needs the scratch. Saying not at the end of a sentence. We replaced it with /s, which somehow has less personality than a joke from 1992. I still use up your butt and around the corner way too often. Sweater puppies. Slang for boobs. Righteous. Sometimes that's just the perfect response. And I do use it even though people always look at me weird, lol. Saying not after something. Bee's knees, or cat's pajamas. Now I need a set of pajamas for my cat with bee print. Cinchy, like it's easy, no sweat. I say gnarly with pride, lol. I still call things sweet. All the time, and then I realized no one says that anymore. Square and also more modernly trick. Nobody says bitchin' anymore. Bobulate. I'm not sure there was any reason to add discom to this word. Those sneakers are fat. Tubular. Or it's a gas. Totally awesome. Now I just say awesome. Jabroni. Nothing lands quite as hard as being called a jabroni. Twee alternatives to swear words, like balderdash and firetruck. Calling things gnarly. My uncle still says it about everything from waves to traffic jams, and it just works better than anything we have now. Rad tubular. Righteous. Cowabunga. I'm a ninja turtle on the inside. I am going peanuts here, but saying rats, or calling someone a blockhead really needs to come back. Cool beans. It deserved better. I call my kids and their friends whippersnappers and hooligans. Just for fun. It was a rare one even in the 90s, but Technicolor yawn, to refer to vomit, especially vomit caused by drinking too much. The thumbs up meaning good job, instead of why are you being passive aggressive. I much prefer they have swagger over they have aura. Just don't think that slang needed to be updated. Gnarly is a good one, haven't heard that used in a long time. Mint. I wasn't even alive when it was in use, but my dad still says it all the time and I love it. But they all eventually come back. Life is nothing but one fad after another, and they eventually repeat that. The other day my kid started saying, really, as an interjection to question me. Like, really dad, really? After the time he said this to me, I said to him, what? Is this 1975 again when all the girls talk like that? Stop that nonsense quick. Viper, in reference to a cannabis user. Guap or someone being guapped up. Also, is blick still a thing? Low-rise jeans. I know everyone hates them, but they actually looked better on people than the high-waisted stuff we have now. Calling drunk people arfarfandarf, because they've had a half, and another half, Victorian. The word nong, it sounded Japanese but it means, really good, in UK slang. Swell, if it was good enough for the Beach Boys.